Hey, I'm Ali. Let's talk about the audio-lingual method today. Drill, drill, drill. This is what the method focuses on doing. Its theoretical base is habit formation. So basically, language learners can be trained like rats in Skinner's box. In Skinner's box experiment, the light acts as a stimulus. The rat presses the lever, which is the desired response. And that desired response should be repeated by positive reinforcement like water or food. The electric grid, on the other hand, can cause negative reinforcement, which results in the undesirable behavior being reduced or eliminated. In the classroom, the teacher's input can be seen as the stimulus. The student's oral behavior can be seen as the response. Correct answers can be reinforced with compliments, encouraging students to repeat the behavior. When students give incorrect answers, since the use of electric grids on the students is legal, teachers can provide corrective feedback as a form of negative reinforcement. So this method's theory of learning is based on habit formation from behaviorist psychology. Now that we've discussed theory of learning in this method, let's move on to its theory of language. The audio-lingual method believes language is a system of rule-governed structures. So learners can internalize those rules through intensive drills and practices. They can then develop accurate and automatic language use. By combining linguistic theory with behaviorist psychology, this method turns language learning into a scientific approach. To learn more about the audio-lingual method, let's shift our focus to World War II. Back then, the US government needed an effective foreign language program for military personnel. The Army Specialized Training Program was thus developed. One of the methods used in that program was the audio-lingual method. Oral and phonological mastery were the focus right at the beginning. To demonstrate the importance of mastering those skills in military contexts, let's watch a short clip from the movie The Kingsman.
Jesus Christ, you were amazing! I've never seen anything like it. What the bloody hell were you doing over there in the first place?
Hey, there, ask him. Ask him. He'll explain everything.
He took the full force of that blast, sir.
Yeah, well, at least you made it back, son. I tell you, if that ain't worth the Victoria Cross, I don't know what is.
Well, we must carry on the mission. We need to get us to high command immediately.
I'll tell you there myself. What's your name, soldier?
Archie. That was Corporal Archie Reed.
Archie Reed, did you say?
Yeah, that's right.
Lance Corporal Archie Reed. Dog Platoon, 1st Battalion, the Black Watch.
Aye.
Is that your best Scottish accent?
Those who have watched the movie would have known this man later killed the brave soldier. If the brave soldier had studied Scottish with the audio-lingual method, working hard on pronunciation, it's very likely that he would have avoided the bullet, since he could have donned a much better Scottish accent. Time to see what happens in the classroom. The teacher starts by presenting a conversation. She repeats the conversation twice for students to listen. The teacher then asks the students to repeat each line several times. This is the repetition drill, which is followed by a backward build-up drill. The purpose of this drill is to break down the troublesome sentence into smaller parts. Take "I'm going to the supermarket" as example. The teacher starts from the back of the sentence and gradually moves forward. Next, the teacher uses a chain drill, so each student has the chance to say the lines individually. So it goes like this. The teacher asks student 1, "Hello, how are you?" Student 1 responds, "I'm fine, thank you," and then turns to student 2 asking, "And you?" and so on. Then the teacher picks 2 students to perform the entire conversation in front of the class, which The teacher then gives the students some cues to replace a word or phrase in the sentence, which is called the single slot substitution drill. It goes like this. The teacher shows a picture of a post office and says, "The post office." The students respond with, "I'm going to the post office." Next, the teacher displays a picture of a bank and says, "The bank." The students then say, "I'm going to the bank." A multiple slot substitution drill follows, which is similar to a single slot substitution. For example, the teacher might first provide a location cue, like the post office, and then switch to a subject cue, such as she, prompting the students to adapt their responses accordingly. Next comes the transformation drill, where students have to change sentences into questions. For example, the teacher says, "I'm going to the bank," and the students transform the sentence into a question. "Are you going to the bank?" Now the teacher thinks they're ready for the question and answer drill. The teacher holds up the picture of the bank and asks, "Are you going to the bank?" The students say, "Yes, I'm going to the bank." The teacher holds up the next picture, the post office, and asks, "Are you going to the bank?" And the students say, "No, I'm going to the post office." Do you remember how many drills the class has used so far? The point I'm trying to make here is that this method places a strong emphasis on drills. Let's wrap up with the limitations. I'll say the limitations are pretty obvious. Drills can be incredibly tedious, if not outright torture. Also, it was found that those drills in class couldn't transfer to real communication outside the classroom. Another limitation of the audio-lingual method is its overemphasis on imitation and neglects the fact that language learning involves generating language from abstract rules. And that's it for now. Hope to catch you next time.